Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play of Stardew Valley. This is our 45th Stardew video. We're starting day 26 of spring in year 2, and we should be finishing out spring today. So if there's anything else we wanted to do in spring, in fact, you know, a good Let's Player would have done this before I started, but I never claimed to be good at this. Let's see if there's any fish that we're missing. Here we go. For list of fish and locations, see the fish page. There's got to be like a spring. Here we go, spring. Okay. Springfish. Anchovy. Yup. Smallmouth bass. Yup. Catfish. Yup. Sunfish. We still need those for a recipe, but we've gotten them in our inventory, or in our collection. Herring. Eel. Sardine. Shad, halibut, there he is, and legend. The mountain lake near the log requires level 10 fishing and rain. So I don't think we have level 10 fishing, and we don't have, it's not raining. So, I don't think we'll catch legend, but that's something to think about, certainly. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. Our keg has produced wine, and I'm going to throw some honey in, because I realized when we were going back over our collection one day that I had not The spirits are very happy today. They'll do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. I realized I had not made and sold any mead yet. I thought it would be fun to write you a letter. I didn't know what to write, though. Shane has sent us another stolen pizza, which I always love. It's a very Shane thing to do. I love it. I'm going to try not to cough in everyone's ear, but I do have a frog in my throat, which I think you can hear. Okay. The only actual crops we have left on our farm are the strawberries, which are on auto water, and then these green beans. I was grateful to Concerned Ape because when he decided to nerf the ancient fruit, which we're growing over here, he admitted that he never intended for ancient fruit to become what it has become. He wrote in seed makers late in the game process, and had not been thinking about ancient fruit and how they would interact with the seed makers. It was fans who realized that, and it's such a it's such a good fan moment. I enjoyed it as well when you harvest this ancient fruit and you're like, okay, cool, let's sell this, and it's expensive and good, and suddenly you think, wait a second, I have a seed maker. Does it work in the seed maker? So he set them up to work in the seed makers, but he hadn't really been thinking about. Speaking of seed makers, I'm just going to go ahead and sell this star fruit because I really, really, really want to fill out this collection, and we will get access to buying star fruit a little bit later on. So your he programmed in that they could work in a seed maker, but just like every other seed. But I don't think he did that like individual special rules. It was just, here's the seed maker, here's how it works for everything. And he hadn't really been thinking about, oh, now people will use that to make vast plots of ancient fruit in the greenhouse. And so, I mean, he hadn't been planning for that. And he could have, set it up so that ancient fruit in a seed maker only produces, yes, a new baby lizard hatched, only produces one seed. So in that case, there'd be no point in. We're going to name the lizard Mina. Who is a character in one of my books, one of my favorite characters. But also, she was coincidentally also the name of an elderly cat of mine who just recently passed away. So hello, Mina. It's kind of like Quincy up there in the. I was telling Mom, I've suddenly gotten extremely good at handling mourning, and that's been interesting and hard, but also probably, hey baby, hey, that's just part of life. But so Concerned Dave could have just turned off the seed makers for for ancient fruit, or said that it can only make one, and just made it not worth, not doable anymore. And he didn't do that because he recognized that at that point ancient fruit farms were an important part of the Stardew Valley community and the playing experience. So he didn't do that, and I really respect that he didn't do that. That was, oh, whoa, 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 Fiddlehead Fern, kick ass. Granted, we were just about to get some naturally because summer is when they show up, and we're about to get into summer, but still a Fiddlehead Fern. Here for it. More rare seeds. And I think that's all we want from her. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love her card. It's beautiful. I from a social justice standpoint, I worry that it's sort of aping cultural tropes about Romani wagons but I'm very grateful that the game doesn't use that word, the G word, the slur that I've had to warn for in Quest for Glory. And everyone here is a different culture, and I mean different countries that are fictional. Gotoro does not exist, etc. So for me, because those words aren't used and because everything's kind of different, that gives a little bit more distance, and I'm able to I'm able to enjoy it in a way that I otherwise probably wouldn't. So which isn't to say go run out and reuse these the trappings of these tropes and it's fine, because it's not necessarily fine, but sometimes it can be mitigated just a little bit. And again, since I'm not the audience most affected by those, that obviously the slur can't hurt me, so it really doesn't matter if I think it's fine. It's about whether the people who are affected think it's fine, and that's gonna be something that we should just leave to them and listen to them when they speak. Alright, so I'm definitely not saying that it's definitely fine, you did a great job. It's just, okay, this could have been way worse, and I'm grateful that it wasn't, so. Low standards for the win, everybody. That's how I feel sometimes when I'm like, well, it could have been worse. Like, is that really all we should aspire to? It could have been worse, but at the same time, it could have been worse. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm not ashamed to say that I love my grandma. I think that's how I feel about Alex, too. And I like Alex. I know a lot of people don't like Alex, and he is kind of a jerk. But he could have been so much worse, and I'm grateful that he wasn't worse. Okay, so since Mina has been born, the lizard has hatched, the dinosaur has hatched. Let's go to Marnie's. Hey Sam, go wild. And like George. So George and Alex both kind of walk that line of how do you represent somebody who isn't perfect, but their imperfections happen to be imperfections that are going to get on people's nerves really badly. In Alex's case, for being kind of that special young jock level of sexism, and George being quote-unquote grumpy in a way that's like, you know, well, it could have been a lot worse. so on balance, that's something, I guess. Rabbits, let's get those. We've got, okay, so I'm gonna name them Oracle. These rabbits are wool rabbits, which I don't know if those are a thing. Rose. It's funny, I'm giving them girl names, and oh, I thought the first one she called a boy. It doesn't really matter. They're bunnies, they don't care. I think most people who raise animals, rabbits in a farm environment are raising them to be eaten. There you go, his. Tox is non-binary, so it should be they, but again, the bunnies won't care. I have a friend who raises rabbits and calls them meat bricks. But these are not meat bricks. Worth is also non-binary and uses me/her, but again, the bunnies do not mind being named after people who don't share their pronouns. The bunnies are just happy that they're not going to be used as meat bricks. They're wool bunnies. And if you ask me how bunnies give wool, I'm not going to be able to answer that very well. I mean, they do give wool because that's what will sell from them. They also somehow magically give feet. They drop lucky rabbits' feet. And I had always been under the impression that rabbits' feet were not things that bunnies just shed. Actually, I don't think most commercially sold rabbit's feet are even from rabbits, so, but don't look that up because you'll get sad. Town. just trust me, don't look it up. Clint, my friend. Cole, for the first time, I'm not going to complain about that because, we do need coal. And this is our Omni Geode. Make us proud. 6 coal. Okay. Total. 5 gold, 5 coal, and then a 6 coal. And we got a pretty opal. I love opals. But I was hoping for, given that today is, the spirits are thrilled and want to give everyone huggy wubby kisses, I was sort of hoping for I keep saying I need a sunfish and then not slowing down to fish for one until well past their time. They come out when it's sunny, hence the name sunfish. So there is one. I'm gonna get a second one just to be. I read online that while you're fishing, you can press the journal key. No, I don't know what that's supposed to do. It was like you can press the journal key to pause time and... Oh, maybe that just means to pause, period, like if you had to get up and go to the bathroom or something. It looks like a decent day for fishing, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I really like Kent. And this is a really great gift, thanks. I feel like he is a good attempt at representation for someone with like post-traumatic stress. Which is something else that... Oh, mead, yes. I have, but not in the way he has. It's not like from war and combat, the way his is. And so I can't really definitively say, yes, this was well done. But it seems well done to me. It could have been worse. But it is. It could have been worse. A lot of times when you do have someone with post-traumatic stress, it's like insulting stereotypes and caricatures, and they didn't do that with him. He feels thoughtfully written. Okay, we're gonna put, to me, he feels that way to me. We're gonna put the, you can't see it, but it's there, there's a radium sprinkler back there, and that's gonna serve us well whenever summer hits us. I've talked about this before, but it frustrates me that you can't prep your fields. Okay, we need a sunfish and a bream. You can't prep your fields for summer. Bream, there we are. Okay. Thank you, Chip, for activating that by accident. Alright, baked fish, boom. That's one more thing that we have made and now do not have to fill out in our collections. Alright. I am going to open the summer bin and I'm going to put the fiddlehead fern in there. And you're thinking, what are you doing? Or you might be thinking that. We need to run that over to the community center. We've waited so long for that. And you are not wrong, my friend. But the community center needs a fiddlehead fern and a truffle oil. Or truffle, I can't remember. Yeah, truffle. And until we have both of those, one doesn't really do anything for us. So okay. Won't exceed 30. So we have both. One doesn't really do anything for us. So there's not really any point to running it over there at high speed. If we're going over there anyway, I might take it, but we can't finish the bundle right now. Believe me, if we could, I would be zipping over there fast. I'd be all wee. Okay. There we go. So we hit up the traveling cart. And we hit up the sewer because those are Friday day things. Oh no. I misread my calendar. We've got time. Not much time, but we have it. Hold on. Do we have anything that will make us faster? Spicy eel. Pepper poppers. Wee. I want the kegs to come empty so I can put coffee in them. There we are. All right, where is he? Is that him? Here? There we go. A birthday gift? That's very kind of you. I love it. I was reading my calendar. I thought it was the 25th. It is the 26th, and the 26th is Peter's birthday. This is a fun gift. Thank you. They're at Purple Stars with us. I think we've already given Sam a gift, but we haven't given Sebastian a gift. I really love this. How'd you know? Kansas doesn't want to talk to us. Piano's in purple. Gus, is it? The season of pastels. I actually prefer jewel tones myself. There we go. If it had not been Friday, and it's actually, that's kind of cool that that he arranged for Pierre's birthday to always be on a night when we do have that extra little access to him. That's neat. I approve of that. Still going, huh? I guess that won't come until tomorrow. Well, that'll be the first thing we do then. I really wish it would rain. But, hey, baby. We still got tomorrow. Will it rain tomorrow? Now's our chance to find out. Nope, no rain. Well, so there is no chance of getting the legendary fish in this playthrough. Well, in year 2 anyway. There's always year 3. But that is a little disappointing, and ultimately I have no one to blame but myself. So let's go do, okay, that's going to be our reminder to check it, so that we don't have to obsessively check every single day. Nope. That, yeah, nope. That's my fault. Coffee. We will not be able to use that one extra gold coffee bean because they do have to be in a stack in order to put them in there. I'm not sure how long the coffee takes. I think it's a very short amount of time. I guess we will find out. So I've mentioned before that the greenhouse is not optimally arranged, and you'll notice that I'm setting it up for 4 iridium sprinkler spots with a row of 2 down the middle. And that's what you can get if you've got 4 iridium sprinklers. If I put in 6 iridium sprinklers to get the 2 extra rows, then that would be more efficient. And since you can put the iridium sprinklers next to the plantable areas, but not directly in the plantable areas, but next to the plantable areas, then that's a way to save plantable space and still have sprinklers without losing the plantable space. So, eventually we will, I suppose, be so flush with iridium sprinklers that an extra 2 is just like, yeah, plop them in there. I have never had that many iridium sprinklers, so that will be fun and exciting. Yes, come to mama. Now the trick here is going to be, I have the coffee, I need to use it the exact right amount. Not spend them all on the first day, not ration them so much that I never ever use them. And that's going to be hard. Moderation is very hard for me. Very hard. Got some maple to harvest. Oh, thank goodness. And some oak. And pine tar, which we don't really need, but it's always nice to have. Okay. So let's go back up to the house. And I'm going to harvest these flowers while we're down here because we're not going to have another honey harvest between now and tomorrow. You guys get sold. Pine tar gets sold. Everything else comes inside with me. Alright guys. Into the bins you go. You come back out. And we need... I think I added that all up correctly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and chug a coffee. Wing. Wee. Wee. Tree in my way. Get out of my way, tree. I got important places to be. Got some more beehives down there. Oh, hello, what are you? Oh, that's just a rock. Because it was a 2 cheese day. It ought to be a 4 milk morning. Where's the other one? There you are. I stressed too much over naming them when it didn't really end up being. With some of the Harvest Moon games, there are competitions for your animals. One of the Harvest Moon games has a literal, actual cockfighting yearly festival, which is kind of horrifying. I know there's a hidden duck egg in here somewhere. Maybe not. So whenever the mayor of the town drops by your house in the morning and says, who are you bringing to the cow show, or who are you bringing to the chicken show, and you get a list of animals, you need to be able to know which one is which in terms of the time they've spent with you, because the time they spend with you is basically how affectionate they are for you, and you want the most affectionate one at the ceremony, because that means they're the happiest, the glossiest coat. And in those Harvest Moon games, that is the only way to level up your animal produce. So you have you have small milk when the cows are young and don't know you very well. You have large milk when they're older and happier. And then you have, if you win the cow festival, you have gold milk, which sells for the most. And then similarly, I think the eggs go, these just might be eggs. I don't know if they're small and large eggs. But then there's a gold egg for the chicken who wins the cockfighting. Why are you cockfighting hens? I don't know. Seems kind of strange, I agree. Never said it made sense. I hate that festival. And not just because it's a pain to win. I was going to say, not just because it's inhumane, but also because it's a pain to win. But I ended up saying not just because it's a pain to win, but also because it's inhumane. I guess it works either way. Don't fight your hens, kids. Hens should be happy. Some people are shy. Alrighty. Alrighty. There we go. We have so much money. That I am actually considering Where did Kent disappear off to? Do you know where Kent is? Do you know where Kent is? You don't know where Kent is. You're just a kitten. You're not a kitten. You're a cat. I don't know. We should look up how old a kitten is before it's or a cat has to be before they're a cat. How old does a cat have to be before they're a cat? That's a very philosophical question, I think. But in the meantime, our dwarf friend likes amethysts and aquamarines. So I'm going to put some of those in my inventory to give him. He just likes jewels generally. Not all of them, but lots of them. Likes topazes. I think we have some topazes left over. Go to the mines. I need to remember to start giving him gifts. I get in a groove and I stop remembering. Oh, apparently not so much that... So how is everybody's feelings about us? Dwarf is the smallest. Can't Krobus. We're just not doing very well with Caroline, but I know how to fix that. Speaking of, actually... I was saying, we've got so much money now, I think we should expand our barn. And I don't think I think that anymore. I have convinced myself otherwise. There we go. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't remember what we were doing, but it looks like we were going to the community center. Oh, probably I was putting down some cash. So we cannot finish off the community center, but we can go ahead and put down the 10,000. We could have put down the 25. We just couldn't put down both. But I just remembered that summer is coming in 2 days, and we're going to need all the cash we can carry for seeds. So getting rid of all of our money in one night right before needing to buy seeds didn't seem like the best possible idea. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have even bought the 10,000 one, but frankly, it seemed a little silly to go all that way and not get something. So we'll just chalk that up to my own insecurity, looking silly. Never be afraid to look silly. Looking silly is better than feeling regret. Okay. Actually, yeah, I think I might reduce these down to 20. You will never, in a year, need, to my knowledge, 20 of any of these things. So by keeping them in your inventory, you're just basically, you're just hoarding them up. And now we have a greenhouse, so for the plantable stuff, you can just grow more. And we have a pot. We have a greenhouse and a pot. And I should be using that pot, but I forget. Okay. Good call. Although the 27 wine bottles was really pulling the weight financially there. But we should have plenty to go into summer now. Which is good. And then we can repair the vault. Oh man, I would really kind of like to do that now. What's 32 minus 25? That's just not enough. Lucky lunch. An old legend has it this meal is irresistible to spirits of luck and fortune. After consuming it, you're likely to attract a good spirit into your belly, where it will bless you with good fortune until the meal is digested. That sounds, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of strange to me, but... Oh man, I'm really conflicted. So, when we repair the vault, the reward for repairing the vault is that the Junimos fix up the bus and use the vault funds to run it, and from that point on, Pam can drive us out to the desert, and the desert becomes an area we can access. The desert has a store in it which sells seeds, and some of those seeds, all of those seeds are seasonal, you know, spring, summer, fall, like all the other seeds that we've purchased in this game. And I would like to be planting those seeds for this summer season that we're about to embark upon. Interesting. I did not think it would let me stick the dinosaur egg into the egg maker, or mayonnaise maker. I don't know what kind of mayonnaise it'll make. I'm honestly assuming that it'll make normal mayonnaise and we'll have lost money, but I'm willing to try and see what happens. I'm sitting over here like, well, the problem is, let me see here. I'll just do some searches on this side. I thought that the desert store would have a here we go. $400 gold for starfruit seeds. Okay. And they take 13 days to mature. Those are still going. There you go. It is Sunday. So the traveling cart with the pretty fairy lights is here. And she's selling pomegranate saplings for cheaper than Pierre does, and unfortunately that kind of settled the question of whether we're going to be able to go to the desert, because cheaper than Pierre does is a steal, but it's still not free. If we went now, we would have no money for seeds if we restored the vault. Well, the random number generator gods have spoken. Still, if sunfruit takes 13 days to mature, that means that we have 14 days into summer. 13 days to restore the vault and get out there. So it is doable. It's it'll be a bit tight, but it's doable. And of course we have the greenhouse. I don't mean to suggest that the greenhouse doesn't exist. I have complicated feelings about the desert because it's a cool, unlockable area, but it takes so much time to get there. And once you're there, it sucks up so much time just being there that I don't actually get to visit as often as I would like. And that's really, I think, the point of automating everything up with irrigation and sprinklers and stuff. It's always a pleasure to see you. Because in any other game, in a Harvest Moon game, once you've put sprinklers everywhere, it's like, okay, so I'm done now. You know, what does my farm need me to do at that point? Whereas with this game, when you have your farm automated up, then it's like, okay, now we can actually go do all the exploring stuff. And what does the notice board want? I'd like to put an iron bar on my shelf. Please deliver it sometime today. Alright, Kent. Only because I'm desperately trying to have a better relationship with you. It looks like, oh my goodness. It looks like Sandy also sells some new stuff that I wasn't aware of. A cactus plant that can only be grown indoors, I guess in the pot. Takes 12 days to mature and then produces a fruit every 3 days. Either the pot or the greenhouse, maybe? And our inventory is full. And then there's a seasonal plant, an ornamental plant that changes with each season. It doesn't need to be watered. Stop tempting me with money, game. I need all the money I can get. Okay, let me think. I mean, the best thing to do would be to wait one day, buy our seeds tomorrow, and yeah, okay, we'll do that. It doesn't have to be decided today, but still. But still. Okay, does anyone remember? Which one is the pomegranate tree and which one is... Okay, the pomegranate is this scruffy looking one. So you go... Not here, not here. There. And that's the apple tree. Or is it? No. Did I do it wrong? I did do it wrong. Oh my god. I looked him up and the picture on the website looked so similar that I made the wrong one. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, now what you gonna do, Anna? Just wasted 4,500. Well, you know what? I'm gonna chalk that up to the fact that I'm very, very tired. And sometimes gamers make mistakes. And that is okay. Is it frustrating? Yes, but it is okay. I don't think I need 6 herring. I don't think I need 4 halibut. I can definitely turn the crayfish into sashimi. And same with these guys here. I'm so frustrated with myself. Back when I first started playing this, way back in the day, I would plant the trees alphabetically by season because it was easy, you know, which one goes on top? Apple, because A comes before P. And the only problem with that was the resulting aesthetics were not really that right, in my opinion. And so I ended up rearranging them a little bit, and that's how we ended up with the cherries on top as opposed to the apricots, because I thought having the pretty pink ones under the house looked better than having them disrupting. But these apparently are still apple and pomegranate. And I planted the pomegranate in the wrong place. And it's alright. I seriously considered restarting the day, but to be honest, once we start making bank in summer, 4,500 is not going to seem like, I mean, it's never going to be nothing. It's not chump change, but it's not going to seem like a lot, to be honest. It was a mistake, and it was a foolish mistake. I feel foolish, but it's not a mistake worth restarting the entire day over. It's fine. So what we're going to do is, speaking of ways to get cash, I have some old equipment that I wanted to sell, and we'll just pop up to the Adventurers Guild as cleanup. I do wish it had rained one more time. It kind of frustrates me that we couldn't get that legend fish, but maybe if we play through to year 3, we'll do that in year 3. I should be grateful that you can't do everything as quickly as I want to do everything, because then you'd run out of things to do. And what would you do then? Okay, we're going to sell those. We can't sell our 2 slingshots. That's kind of weird to me. And let's see how we're doing. Slimes, void spirits, bat. We are still way behind in terms of killing things. And to be honest, I don't really know how you... Again, that's something that's like, where are you supposed to fit that into your day? And probably the answer is, well, you're not supposed to be able to do all of it. Again, I should be grateful that there's so much to do that we're not just twiddling our thumbs going, well, can't think of anything else to do. Seems like the easiest way to quickly grind killables would be to just zip through the various levels. I was hoping for some dust sprites, I can't lie. these give me? Gold. Oh no, there's another way we could make bank, is we could sell the precious gems that we don't think we get into the drawer. And the neat thing about the vault is one of the rewards is, it's the reward for the 25 grand, is a special device that when you throw a gemstone into it, not what I meant to click, there we go. When you throw a gemstone into this device that we'll be getting, it duplicates it. Not instantly, it takes time. But if you suddenly decide, I need an infinite supply of diamonds, then voila, you get an infinite supply of diamonds. All it takes is precious days of your finite lifespan. What is wrong with me today? That was kind of grim. I didn't mean for it to be grim. We will all someday perish. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is... Who's crying? I hear someone crying. You okay? You okay? What I'm going to do is put our weapons back in there, and the slime, and the bat wings, and the solar essence. And we're going to put our okay, we actually don't have very many extra gems, probably because we haven't really been mining that much now that I've gotten to the bottom of the regular mines. The desert actually opens up a new set of mines. Cool. Less cool is that they don't quite work the same way as the regular mines do. They're infinite, as far as I know. They're much more dangerous. They're, what's the word I'm looking for? What's different each time? Random? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. And, there's no elevator. You go down until you run out of time, and then you come back up. And then next time you start at level 1 again. So that's kind of... So, our flowers changed, our decor, very pretty. And I'm just going to check the news before we close out. And we've got 40,000 to do seats. So I think we will have more than enough, actually, to hit the... and that 45,000 goof with the tree seed sapling, as annoying as it is, and oh, it is very annoying, is basically was offset by the cost of that sweet berry. So the what that came in for. So it's, you know, annoying, but and not nothing, but not the end of the world. Teaches me to play while sleepy. Should not do that. So this has been Stardew Valley. I'm sorry that went over time. I got a little thrown off my game by the pause, the phone call that came in. And everything's fine. And so this has been Stardew Valley. My name is Anna Mardall, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.